This is IAL Mathematics S1 January 2018 paper. Question number 1. Two classes of students A and B set a test. Class A has 10 students and class B has 15 students, 10 and 15. Each student achieved a score X on the test, and their scores are summarized in the table below. The mean score for the class A is 77. That is 77. And for the B is 61. Find the value of T. So part 1 is, it's very simple. T is equal to, this is sigma x, means 10 multiplies 77. So it will be 61 multiply 15. So that is 915. Part B. Calculate the variance of the test score by each class. So variance of A will be sigma x square over n minus mean square. So sigma x square is 59610 over n is 10 minus, what is the mean? 77. So VA will be, if you calculate this, you will get it 32. VB will be, sigma x square is 58035, and this class is having 15 students, and the mean of this class is 61. So the variance for class B will be, that is 148. The highest score on the test was 95. This is part C. And the lowest score was 45. And these were each scored by the student from the same class. Now here is big variance, because no one scored 95 more than and less than 45. So variance is from, the difference is from 95 to big difference. So the variance is more. So definitely it is class B. So you can write that class B shows high variance. So we believe that it is class B. You must write this B shows high variance to get one complete mark. So that it must be class B or it is class B. Part D. The two classes are combined into a group of 25 students. Find the mean score of the 25 students. So part 1 is, so we have to find the mean score. So mean score is, the best is sigma x is sigma x over n. So that will be sigma x is what? 770 plus 915 divided by 25. So that will be 67.4. So that is the mean test score of these students. Part 2, you can do it separately also. That is a 77 multiply 10. You can do it that way. 770 over 10 plus 915 over 15. I think you will get the same answer. Just try this. You will get the same answer. That is 67.4. Now second part is find the variance of the test score for all. So this is the mean, and now we have to find the variance of both the classes. Means variance of AB. So variance of AB is what? What is the formula? That is sigma xa square plus sigma xb square over n minus mean square. So sigma x square is, that is 59610. Sigma x b square is 58035. Divide by, now we have to find this is the mean and now the variance. So minus mean. So mean is 67.4 square. So that will be 163.04. The teacher of class A later realizes that he added up the test score for his class incorrectly. Each student test scores in class A should be increased by 3. Without further calculation, state with a reason the effect this will have on the variance of test A. Now what effect it will be having on the variance of test A? So variance of test A is 32. If we add all this thing in 3, so there will be no change. So the answer of first part is, the variance of the test is, so no change. You can also add that, what is the variance x plus a? Variance x plus a. If I ask you, then it's variance a. Variance x. So if we added 3, it hardly matter. So there will be no change. The mean test score. This is a mean test score. So the mean test score, the mean of A will increase. So if mean of A will increase, if this is going to increase, now you have plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 all. If this is going to increase, definitely the mean will increase. The mean of A will increase. It means resultant of all 25 will increase. And part 3 is the variance of the test. Now the variance of for 25, you can see that in calculation of variance of all 25 students, we are using mean. So if this mean is increased, definitely it will increase. So variance of entire group of students depending on this you can write actually the variance of entire group of students depending on the mean, and if the mean is increasing, so definitely it will have effect on it. So you can write that variance of entire group depend upon the mean. So if the mean has increased, it will have effect on the variance. It will affect variance. Shade the reason representing A union B dash, B prime, whatever you say. So that is, so this is A and B complement, or B dash, B prime, B complement is the part which is not in B. So all this part which is not in B. My drawing is not very accurate, but I am trying to just explain to you. So now which portion I have colored, either blue or yellow. Union means both the color. So you can see that only this portion is not colored. So your answer will be you will just leave this portion and you will color all the parts. So that is A, all this. Only this part will be remaining. So this part is A union B. It will not include this portion. There are two events C and D, mutually exclusive events. Now we are talking about exclusive events. So we have PC is 1/5 and PD is probability C and D is 3/10. Part B. So what is C union D? We know that C union D is probability of C plus probability of D minus probability of C intersection D. And we know for mutually exclusive A intersection B is 0. So this thing is 0 This one is 1 over 5 and this one is 3 over 10. So multiplied by 2, 10, so 3, this is 5 over 10. So that is 1 over 2. So probability of C union D is 1 over 2. This is the first part. Second part, probability. So the probability of C given D, we know the formula is probability of C intersection D divided by probability of D. And because it's mutually exclusive, so intersection is 0. So that is 0 over PD. So that is 0. So this is the answer of second part of question B. The two events F and G are independent. Now they are independent events. And we know about independent event is that probability of A intersection B is probability of A multiply probability of B. So it won't PG. So let's write probability of F union G is equal to probability F plus probability G minus P F intersection G. F intersection G is, so it can be written as PF plus probability G minus, this I can write as PA, that is PF multiply PG. That is PF union G. This condition is only applicable if they are independent. So it is given that this is 3 over 8. PF is 1 over 6. PG you have to find. PF 1 over 6 multiply PG. So that is, this is 3 over 8 minus 1 over 6 is equal to PG minus PG over 6. 6 PG minus PG, that is 5 PG over 6. Now 8 and 6. So this can be written as 8 times 6 is 48, 6 times 3 is 18, 8 times 1 is 8. So that is 10 over 48 multiply 6 over 5 is equal to PG. 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 8 is 48, 2 times 4. So PG is, so the probability of G is 1 over 4. Now second part says find P F given that G complement. So we are going to use the same formula, that is, this is P F intersection G complement divided by probability of G complement. Now for this we are going to use this formula, same, that is P probability of F multiply the probability of G dash divided by the probability of G dash, G complement G dash. So that is PF, and it is, it's 1/6. Question number 3. Martin is investigating the relationship between a person's daily caffeine consumption, C milligrams, and the amount of the sleep they get, H hours. So that is C milligrams and H hour. He collected this information from 20 people. So he is having 20 people. And the results are summarized below. He calculates the product movement correlation coefficient, that is R, and R is coming approximately -1. Give a reason why this value supports a linear relationship between C and H. There is always if R is equal to 1, it's a positive linear relationship. If R is equal to -1, it's a strong negative linear relationship. There is a relationship. If R is equal to 0, there is no relationship. So it's R is equal to 1 is equal to -1. So it shows that there is a strong linear relationship between C and H. That was part A. Part B. The amount of sleep per night is the response variable. If you check your book of S1, it's written very clearly that response variable is a dependent variable. Explain what you understand by the term response variable. So we can write that it is the sleep is depending. It is depending on the caffeine in the coffee. So it's a dependent variable which we are studying. Martin says for each additional 100 milligram of caffeine consumed, the expected number of hours of sleep decreases by 1. So if you take 100 ml, you will sleep less by 1 hour. 200 milligram, less by 2 hours. Determined by the calculation whether or not the data support this statement. So because this one is we have to calculate here B, and B is equal to SCH over SCC depending on the amount of caffeine. So that one is -3034.6 divided by 303448. So that is equal to 0.01 hour per milligram. So that means 400 milligram, 1 hour. So this data support it supports the statement. Now part D is use the data to calculate an estimate for expected number of hours of sleep per night when no caffeine is consumed. So we know that, we can do it very shortly. We know that A is equal to, the relation between A and B is H minus BC. So we have H is what? Sigma H is 126 and total we have 20. So 126 over 20 minus B. We have just calculated here 0.01 and C. Sigma C is 3660 over 20. So that is value of A. So this is 8.13 hours. You can convert it into 8 hours and how many minutes? You can write this like this is answer. So 0.13 divided 60 is that is 7.8 minutes. So roughly you can say it is 8 hours and 8 minutes. The discrete random variable accept probability distribution. Find Ex in terms of A and B. So that is part A. This is minus 4A minus 3B plus A plus 2B plus 1. I'm just multiplying this. 2B, 1A minus 3B minus 4A. So this is our Ex. So Ex is equal to minus 4 plus, so minus 3A minus B plus 1. So it is in the terms of A and B. Now part B. For this probability distribution, variance X is equal to Ex square. Write down the value of Ex. So we have variance X is equal to E. We have to write EA. Ex. We know that Ex is equal to, so A plus B plus A plus B plus 0.2 is equal to 1. So that is 2A plus 2B plus 0.2 is equal to 1. And 3A, so B is equal to 2A plus 2. B is equal to minus 3A plus 1 plus 0.2, or we can just write it is equal to 0.8. 2A minus 3 times 2 is 6A plus 2 is equal to 0.8. Minus 4A is equal to 1.2 negative. So A is equal to 0.3 and B will be minus 3 into 0.3 plus 1 minus 0.9 plus 1. So B will be 0.1. I have not cross-checked it, hope it is correct. Now part C is find the variance 1 minus 3x. So 1 minus 3x is equal to what? So this is minus 3 square variance x. So that is equal to 9 variance x. So 9 variance x is equal to 9e x square. We have taken this from there. So that is equal to 9 ex. Ex was this, so ex is equal to 1 is this. So this is, now it will be the square. So 4 square is minus 4 square is 16 and a 16a plus 3 square is 9b, 1 square and a is a, 2 square is 4b, and that is 5 square is 25 into 0.2. 25 into 0.2. That is 5. So that is equal to 9. 16a plus a, that is 17a, plus 9 plus 4, 13b, plus 5. This is equal to 9. 17 means 17 multiplied 0.3, that is 5.1, plus 13b, b is 0.1, that is 1.3, and plus 5. So this is equal to 5.1 plus 1.3 plus 5. That is equal to 11.4. 9 multiply 11.4. So multiply by 9. That is 102.6. Now part D. Given that y is equal to 1 minus x, so probability of y is less than 0. So that is equal to p, y is 1 minus x is less than 0. So that is probability x is less than 1. So x is less than 1 is not less than, that is saying greater than 1. X is greater than 1. So greater than 1 is, x is greater than 1 is this. So b plus, so that will be, so this probability will be x is greater than 1. So that is b plus 0.2. So that is 0.1 plus 0.2. This is 0.3. This is first part. And the second part is the largest possible value of k such that p y is less than k is equal to 0.2. So we have to find the value of k, largest possible value of k such that this. So that is p and y is 1 minus x is less than k is equal to 0.2. So that is p. So this x will be greater than 1 minus k. Is equal to 0.2. So it's asking the largest possible value of k. So the probability of x greater than 1 minus k is 0.2. So where is 0.2? So largest possible value of, so when this is 1 minus k. So with this we can say that 1 minus k is equal to 2. So k is equal to minus 1 is the value where it is the largest possible value which is giving this one. So that is the answer of this part. That's all for today. I'll continue the remaining questions. I think 3 or 4 questions are remaining. So I'll post those questions tomorrow. Don't forget to like it and don't forget to subscribe it. If you have any problem in any explanation, please do ask me. I'll either send you the text or I'll show the working again. Thank you.